Only xantares in the site. Eternal Fire 4 strong at B, but this is okay. They've got nades, they've got a kit, they can play retake. It can be especially easier if xantares can thin the crowd.
Yeah, can have his work cut out for him, but he is the man for the job. That is a clean tap to open up the pistol. They're gonna keep challenging him, keep chasing him, but into this triple stack, back in the bank. It's a nice double out of fashion to do what he can in that moment, but not enough to beat xantares, who's having one hell of a round right now. xFloud and Major starting to make their appearance inside of the site now as well, with Crims waiting back at Flowers and Mezzy making some noise over towards long. They're on the bomb, and it's not planted for anyone left in this round. It was a CT side plant. They lose the guys that try to push in a bank, so they lose that attempt at taking the CT control. And then Crims and Mezzy were very locked out of that.
I'm pretty sure it was Mezzy who planted the bomb in the first place, so I really thought that was a default plant, honestly. No way they'd play that passive, but they're waiting for flanks that aren't coming. Eternal Fire played that full CT retake setup, so they just get a free stick. That's a...
I wonder what the intent was with that. I mean, it's handy, right? He's going to have that if this comes down to a retake now. He can have that a little bit later. So you need these site guys to trade favorably. That's what you're hoping for here.
Nice shot.
Crims with a reply, but it's before this. It's all Eternal Fire. Creeping up the board, coming in with kills apiece. Crims grabs the bomb,
pushing.
But he's a dead
They're pushing!
man. Oh! Hang on a second. nikotilan has got his back. We're into the 2v2. Fnatic have skirmished their way into this spot. They were never really meant to get here with how the openers went for Eternal Fire. Now it's down to xantares and Calyx. They deal with Crims, but there's a trade out of nikotilan. One man still to beat. xantares started this map looking hot in the pistol, and he's going to close out the 1v1.
Beautiful. And he's feeling it. He, you know, hyper-focused. Look at his face. Guy is not even reacting, getting some screams from his team. But that in the toilets.
I mean, you know, you've taken your risks. You've tried to weigh them up by coming in with this force again, but you do need it to have some impact here. Fnatic, they've been spotted. Emo just saw a tiny little bit of pixel. And now he's homed in on this angle. He knows they're about to try fight him. Ooh. And he gets out with a tag.
Nice.
That's nice. It softened them up for Major's nade. More util raining in. Emo and Major locking this one down with a bit of help from xantares. He might be on a platter here. Mezzy's got him boxed in. Crim's going to find him. Another attempt at one of these 2vx's, but Mezzy is low. He's wounded. And there's xFloud to finish the job.
We're going to have to see some fakey boys from Fnatic, because right now they're just getting walking into stacks, right? Every single player of Eternal Fire there ready to trade, and it doesn't help when they get their opening 2 kills as well. Fnatic fighting from the back foot, retreating, and Eternal Fire defeating their opponents in a gun round. Now Fnatic have to eco, right? They've bought back-to-back on these second and third rounds. Nothing wrong with these investments. Economically, they make a lot of sense. And oh, would you look at what's happening? Fnatic are going B. Whatever has made Eternal Fire change their tune, well, they're singing the right song right now. 20 seconds, here come Fnatic.
Oh, that's a good flash. xFloud is wrecked by it. And now, I mean, Major, if him and xantares don't go huge, there's no saving this round. xantares has dropped into the site. He wants to fight with his captain, but it's only one from him. Plant coming in, and Major can't do a thing about it. Emo locked out back in heaven. And it might have to be a bit of a combat save. I don't know how you're going to get Major out of this position. That's the scary spot.
They're so scared of throwing away this round, they're just not giving anything. It's a good setup. They're playing off of each other's contact. Major can leave. I don't think he realizes how easy it will be. But now that timing is gone as nikotilan hunts the frag. It's Emo alone with the orb, and Fnatic will get on the board with 4 alive. Very important detail to have players standing in this round. If you get out and you only have 1 survivor, you're in hot water. You're susceptible to reset, but Fnatic have been chipping away at this money over the past 4 rounds and have finally broken it. Yes, Emo saves the orb, but there won't be a lot behind it. This is a chance for Fnatic to really warm into the T side and get a bunch of early rounds. They know that. They've got to seize it.
Yeah, this was a nice little, you know, late kind of untelegraphed B-pop there out of
his AWP in this round. Going to be little resistance. I like this play. Very cheeky. Triple boost. You don't see this often. It's risky. Crims has walked out B. Crims has walked all the way through. They've seen him. He's heard them. It's a weird stalemate. xFloud's calling for support. He's hoping for help, and it won't be needed. He will take Crims down. That was crazy. I don't know how Crims found that gap, why he believed he had the room. He was right, but there were 4 players at that B site. If it was just the boost, that'd be one thing, but xFloud saves this round from disaster. And Fnatic now still going to pop their way into B.
Yeah, Messi leads out through short. We also have Fasha starting to make an appearance here, lobbing in a bit of util, pulling the eyes away from Messi, who's gotten very, very deep out monster, tucked in over towards jail right now.
God, I just wonder, like, did Crims know they were doing that? Did he hear it, or did he... Is that... I can't even imagine that's a read. I haven't seen Eternal Fire do that on this map before. And that's a crazy round to just walk solo out short so brazenly, so confidently. But he was perfectly on the money. It was just that 4th player. 30 seconds, Fnatic, again, they've got to go. niko is holding a flank, but there's no one coming in here. There's still only 2 on the site. Eternal Fire aren't convinced. Fnatic can trade their way to a win.
Oh, xFloud caught looking the wrong way. Calyx will reply, will respond. Still that AWP ready to go up against him, and niko makes it work. Full blind, but another. He's even shooting for a 3rd. xantares waits with bated breath. He's hoping. No, I was going to say he's hoping that they fight him, but then I guess he wasn't. Both players swinging together from inside of the site. And Fnatic find a way in. This T side is already off to a good start, right?
Yeah. Considering they went 4-0 down, this is, I mean, literally perfect ever since. But it's the way the rounds have gone, with the exception of that very close anti-eco. These B plays have just been massacres for Fnatic, popping through smokes, going off spawn.
I think they're going to need more than that here, right? And I think that's probably the expectation that Major and the boys have come to as well. So we've got to see a solution sooner rather than later.
Great flashes and monster for Calyx. xFloud's going to be able to clean Messi up. Fnatic again, they're just relentless at this B site, trying to pop through early, get a player in position. It's been Messi, it's been Crims, they've both been very keen for openers. But now Fnatic are cooled off into a 4-on-5, back to the same setup with a 3rd player on A. Eternal Fire frequenting this. They've even got double monster setup as well, which is very nice. While they are committed to B, they are going to be super late on rotations. This is likely going to be A. They seem to believe it, and Fnatic is showing us that that seems to be the case. Although, as I say that, Roy starts ducking back down. And so, Fnatic seemingly making the perfect move. Question is, are they ready for double monster? And also, do they have a good flash? Because Crims has got the only one. It's got to be perfect out B in order to blind this setup. There's no one anti-flash. This could tear them apart. Here it comes. Oh no!
Oh, they went ahead of it. They went ahead of any util. And they've even gone through that molly. That makes it far too easy for Calyx. Fasha and Roy roasted alive. Molly down, but honestly, if you're Calyx, that doesn't really affect you. A 1-4 on trade. Crims did all he could in that moment, but xantares shut him out, and niko is not long for this world. Even the save is not guaranteed here. He's kind of boxed in over towards short, thankfully. By Roy back in the bathroom.
Don't do that again.
Oh, niko waits, and he collects his debts. Owed 1 from that A site. Major out of the round now.
Oh, look at the gamble.
They're going to start to lean away. From lower.
Okay.
They've employed the boost back in spawn. That
like
makes sense, right? You've got limited resources here. You're in this kind of 2-2 split. And the bright side is they shouldn't overreact to that flash.
They've been faked out at B with a molly and a flash.
Look, they're trying to move up.
Oh.
They're starting to bring everyone up. All 4 players moving in, and xantares, they didn't even know about him. Back at long. That's the bomb away from Fnatic. And niko, no saving this time.
I'm loving the hype for Eternal Fire. They bring so much energy to this room right now, and Fnatic have to sit in that. Yeah, it seemed like they made the read as soon. util came down, Major started dropping, and then immediately they just turned around and everyone started rotating back up to A. They realized, oh, this is only a smoke. Sorry, a molly and a flash.
Yeah, Major dropped early.
Sorry, not Major. Whoever it was. Number 7.
Yeah.
Major's number 8. So whoever number 7 is. Emor. That's who it is.
Yeah.
He started dropping, then they all turned around before he'd even committed, and they were 4 up on it. He's going to do it again. Oh, the molly. xFloud's fine behind the pillar. He has some space. Just got to watch the spread on low health. Grims will tuck in and wait.
Yeah, Crim's often left to his own devices down towards this B side of the map. They give him a lot of room, give him a lot of kind of respect to make his own plays, right? We had that round where he just walked all the way out Monster. This round, he's been sat here at the sandbags for a long while. He's said to the rest of the boys, guys, they don't know I'm here. And he swings out hoping he could get the opener. He can't, but they will trade back, right? Fasha follows up Crim's left hook with a big right hook of his own. And then nikotilan nails that second man.
Yeah, holding the perfect line. Fasha would have died to xFloud there if nikotilan wasn't scoped in, and he was already prepared for that repeat. He gets it, he hits the shot. That's the most crucial kill of the round there, is nikotilan. And it's forced Eternal Fire to save their guns over on the A site. Again, allowed by Fnatic. There's not been much hunting here, and that's the pressure of the final game of the group, right? Both teams are feeling it. No one wants to be too blasé, too crazy, too aggressive. Even how passive Eternal Fire being on the city side is an example of it. They know what's on the line. They are trying to play tight counter right now. Now, I imagine somewhat of that goes out the window when we see Eternal Fire's T side. They are a very rambunctious team. They love 5 grouping and going for quick attacks. But Fnatic saw it on Overpass last time. They'll be ready for it. We'll have to see in the second half what adaptations have been made for Eternal Fire.
Nervous, or not nikotilan, Mezzy rather, is scoped up. I'm so nervous he's going to fall to it again. Emor should get double swung here as well, so... I say that. No, he will.
I mean, Fasha's not swinging. He's on the bench. Crims has been taken out coming out of con with no flash there. Fasha will get that trade. Emor's gone. He seems to be the counter right now into this site. Major doesn't know they're creeping the smoke, and Roy with a crucial entry has left Calyx in the corner. They don't know. Nade's out. Bomb out. They don't know. They finally trade him. It's only xFloud on a flank. Plant required, but he finds a double headshot and puts Mezzy in the hot seat.
That didn't even look on purpose. That's crazy.
Oh.
The 1v1, but he can't find it. Mezzy holds on. Holds his own in that clutch there. Fnatic really needed him to, because for xFloud, a stray bullet almost wins him that 1v3.
I thought it was just one kill, and then suddenly, wait, where's the plant gone? They're both dead. Dear, oh dear. This was a lovely opener for Emor. But Fasha, with a big round as well, found 2 entry kills, 2 crucial entry kills, getting rid of the AWP as well on short. And xFloud,
look at that,
just firing down range and finding a double kill. Very frustrating.
They're doing a lot. The whole opening move is kind of centered down towards B, right? You got nikotilan posted with the AWP. You've got the boost taking place. They've employed a lot of resources to try and get this opener down on the lower side of the map, but it's Emor's AWP striking through the silence first. A 5v4 out of the gate for Eternal Fire.
Crims has been on Calyx's screen, he just hasn't seen it yet. I don't think Crims has had the same luxury of seeing him right back down over the roof. Nade's coming out, it's a good bit of damage. Double nade, that will do. Molly as well, throw everything you got at him, and Calyx will have to find a hidey hole. Second time in this map that someone's come out of connector without a flashbang, and Emor's AWP'd him. That happened to Roy. So Fnatic are going to have to just end it at B, and Eternal Fire have shuffled downwards. They've got no more nades. Just this one little flashbang on Calyx as Fnatic get ready to go for the last round of the half. Tick-tock though, boys.
Yeah, very little time there. They're playing this one really into the margins of this timer, and Eternal Fire are starting to bring bodies down towards B. They see the bomb now. It's out in the open. You're not winning this, Fnatic. This one's done. The time's decided it. Far too long to get this play rolling, and it's going to...
Was that on the fly? That's incredible.
Yeah, I only just kind of realized that. You remember Calyx was in MV?
Yeah, I do. Remember Carrigan was in MV at one point.
Yeah, with Drone.
Yeah. Good old days. Throwing it back a few.
Better times for Carrigan.
Yeah. No, I don't know about that one. That's, let's just get into the game, shall we? Because we've got an aggressive pistol for Fnatic, one they're getting a little bit punished for. Major with a P250 fires back, and Fnatic go right past this, or Eternal Fire do rather, and go up short side. Then they duck down into the depths below, into Roy, who loves these dual Berettas. Oh, he's spamming, he's spraying, he's praying, and right now they're answering the call. 2 kills and a lot of damage to the last man. Oh, there's even a flank down con. This is so suffocating for Fnatic, and they're going to finish the job. Everyone dead. And 9 rounds with a pistol in the pocket. Eternal Fire have entered the boiling point, Harry.
Man, that was like the most cavalier use of dual Berettas I've ever seen. You know, like normally, right? Whenever I'm kind of thinking dualies, in recent times, I'm thinking, I would say probably of Zywoo, actually.
Yeah,
he's very, very dually based.
The dually player.
And whenever you see him use him, he's shooting fast, but he's still going for headshots, right? It's almost like he's controlling the spray.
It's a lot harder when they're on the... Freak out. And look at the take from mid.
Yeah, 2 players pushed all the way through. Even once you make contact with one, you're not ready for a second. Emo's going to come back up. The bomb's right here, so it's scary. Also, Emo has the Krieg. Hello. I don't see the Krieg a lot.
When you're too poor for the AWP. Hey, it has a scope. And, you know, he just went up to get the bomb, but he knows he can't really play for middle right now, and Fnatic are likely stacked down lower. So even if Eternal Fire go here, they're walking into quite a dangerous round.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward as well, because Eternal Fire haven't gone back and retaken that control, so they're kind of forced into following through on the B play. That is a nice way for them to get the opener, but Crims holding this angle from all the way back at jail could just take off the tip of xantares' head.
Go back for more, maybe. They know Crims is deep monster, but going to check connector instead. They know they have no mid control, so they're a little scared of what's above them, and for good reason. Roy, he didn't commit to that. I don't think he's going to peek con, but they have to cross. Oh, he does. He just goes for it. Roy drops the bomb and the Krieg. 2v3. It's a worthy death, honestly. But it might mean Eternal Fire get a plant, unless Mezzy wants to risk it all by running into the site. He's doing so. Oh my god, that smoke has helped him out massively. What a mistake for xFloud. I don't know where he wanted it. It looked like he just wanted it on default, but it bounces off, and it gives Mezzy the room to move to deny the plant. Calyx has to save. The round is over to time. That is a disaster for xFloud. I honestly don't know if Mezzy would have gone for that if the smoke wasn't there. But it was such a temptation. Already seeing some pressure on Eternal Fire's shoulders with plays like that.
Yeah, you know, one of the kind of players that we homed in on coming into this game. Couple of hero guns.
Glocks and AKs in the same round is never a pretty picture. Oh, but that certainly is. xantares. Crucial entry kill. He's got 2. Oh, a whiff spray from Roy. He put Major down to 2 points of health, but it didn't matter because xantares was there to answer the call. Double entry kill, and he's even got a lineup to get the quick stairs smoke in. Ooh, Fasha doesn't respect it though, but maybe he should have. 3rd kill in the round for xantares.
This is vintage xantares, right? This is what you used to love about him, is they just give him a gun, a hero gun. They say, please just win us a round. And he's done that in this one. 3 kills and just Crims left to beat. It's a numbers game for Crims at this point, really. He can't justify giving this round a look in. If he saves, they're buying next round. If he goes for it and then they come up short, then it kind of throws that into question. So he's got no choice but to bow out of this round, meaning xantares does it single-handedly.
Wow.
And those are the rounds that this guy, you know, was known for, right? Being able to just be that hero figure, that star player, that star power to cook you up around what you have no business winning. He goes in a mid into a double crossfire. There's a swing up through the connector, and he goes one step further and even gets the kill that forces the save, turning that into a 3v1.
Madness. Absolute madness. And those are the rounds that Eternal Fire, you know, got on with at the start of the T side last time. Just 5 grouping in middle. And I was going to say trading, but that was less trading, more just xantares putting on a show. Oh my god, xFab. Careful. Fnatic running out of util. They have 3 flashes and they're holding them ready for Monster right now, but they need to use them very wisely to get these early kills, because Eternal Fire not giving away much. Faking out long with a flash is going to keep niko in toilets, but he can clear this position soon. Eternal Fire opting for a boost instead. Moving on up.
Krims is in at the barrels. He is vulnerable to this, and
You're
one's looking at it.
Hello!
Oh, that's for free. No one's even considering the boost for Fnatic.
I like that they flashed it as well, just to really double down. And now they just assault.
Full on slaughter util. Fully blind on the close player. Mezzi deleted. xantares taking heads off again.
Wow.
Beautiful flash work to get him in. And Emo's added another to the tally in the meantime. Forget what you thought you knew about Overpass and Fnatic here. It might have been a neck and neck first half with the pistol going Fnatic's way. A brief lead under their belts as they were set up 11-7. But now it's a tie game. 11-all as this T-side taking shape for Eternal Fire. And another brilliant xantares round to make it happen.
He keeps doing it, Harry. That's 3 triple entry rounds for xantares, I'm pretty sure, in this T-side. The guy does not quit. And he was the one who got Eternal Fire 4-0 up on the CT half as well, with a great pistol and some subsequent anti-ecos. Or anti-force setups have been taking mid back. They've double longed before. That's going to give your T-side options. And again, Eternal Fire go back to what they know and what they love, grouping. All out middle in unison, and niko has just missed the timing. He looked away. And now even when he looks back, he's not ready for them that deep. But oh, I take it all back. I take it all back. And he takes off their heads. 2 dead. niko doesn't get a third. But that is a fantastic start to the round to prime Roy in the connector. He has been mollied. Eternal Fire, come to expect more where that came from. But this round has just been thrown into disarray.
Yeah, the Deagle has made it a little more interesting. xantares even dropped a nice shot in the chat after that one.
Real respect's real,
right?
Harry.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, God.
Straight baller. Mezzi.
Oh!
Joining the ranks as well.
Bit of footy.
Lovely little double up. 2Ks from the Deagles.
Yes,
and there's the M4 to close it out at the end. From nowhere, Fnatic are right back into this one.
That is a very... I don't even know the word. That's an awful round to lose, Harry. That's an awful round to lose. You can't lose that round if you're Eternal Fire and you want to win on the T side of Overpass. Those are the freebies. And niko makes it easy. That's some beautiful Deeg work, man. And then Mezzi flicks back for Calyx in mid. Oh. That should not be Fnatic's round, but they make it look so easy. And Eternal Fire kicking themselves. And right there is why you use the heavy util in mid. Sure, there's nothing wrong with going for contact plays and occasion.
Fully invested. They're all in on this round. Sure, Roy and niko have a bit of extra cash floating around, but both squads as a whole are broke if they lose this. And so it carries so much weight when you're 24 rounds in, you know, that losing one round can almost feel like it decides your fate. And in this very important round, Eternal Fire sit a man up.
Yeah, they can't overthink this one. The third nade connects and kills Fasher at Pillar. They have to just group and go, but the longer they take, the more space Fnatic get. Look at Mezzi, he's cleared all of middle. They know it's coming.
Yeah, he's got that info ahead of time. That frees up a third man to move around. Mezzi's coming in with a backstab, but there's Emo on the opener.
Oh, yeah.
niko, they're all around him. He's surrounded, and xCloud even goes back towards Con. Deals with Mezzi.
I'm surprised niko moved in there, right? Like, he's going to get smoked out at Heaven and probably mollied at CT, but he's playing very deep in the open with an AWP. Sure, if his teammates hold the line, he just needs to hit 1 or 2 shots, but you know, they fall and he gets caught out in the open. Great entries from Emo on the rifle as well. Been more successful on that than the AWP this game. And niko, yeah, there's just simply not enough room to get anything done with that position.
pushed up by their standards. I don't know if you're hearing it. They know the amount of pull that this round has.
They got spotted.
It's determination right now. Moving in over towards this A side of the map. The first kill found from Roy. niko holds the line into this triple stack, into the belly of the beast. And niko, along with Crims, look to lock it in. Keep Eternal Fire at bay. Smoke in the way. Emor nails that.
He's dead though, Harry.
As he goes back up long, there's a man tucked in. Hello.
Hello? Surely not. Who checks this?
Surely you don't go that far left.
Nice.
Oh, don't do it, Fasha.
After time.
He waits.
Oh my God, insult to injury.
Brutal. Fasha, if there was ever a way to knife someone, that is the wildest way to do it. He waits till after time. That is maximum insult. You knifed him, you got extra money for yourself, and you denied the save and any income for Eternal Fire, at least on Emor.
That's unbelievable. To hold that shot firstly, so many players just jump the gun, but to wait till the time expires, the impact that has is unbelievable. And Harry, it was the only booster I had left, and I've just cashed in. But will Fnatic, or will it fall on dead ears? xantares. We've seen his hero gun do so much work at this B site. Major falls, Roy shuts down xantares, but where comes one, comes a second. Calyx gets that equalization. 3-on-3, Roy backs out, and so do Eternal Fire. And I love this call because the 5-man walks have been the rounds they lose, right? Be it walking out mid into that eco with the 4 deagle kills, be it walking out long just there and losing that previous round. It's the ones where they slow down, where they have the most effect, but Roy forces more fights. He goes over the boost. And he knows everyone is here right now. So niko gets given another freebie. Easy kill.
Can't course correct for a second, but that flash brutalizes them. What a last minute activation to keep this game going for Fnatic.
What a heartbreaking situation this would be for Eternal Fire. And you can feel the atmosphere in the room changing as they realize that this is no longer their favored game, that all of these T-side rounds, all of these triple entries from xantares, they might all be for nothing. Because right at the bitter end, Fnatic have woken up with 2 rounds, each no money, and lots of problems. A force fight and a wallbang to begin. The problems keep appearing for Eternal Fire. Only 1 AK, at least it's on xantares, but boy is he needed now.
Smoke fades.
Oh dear!
Pulls off a spray that only he could. 2 dead out through Monster. He's doing all he can to keep Eternal Fire in this. A 3rd in the round, but they run right by Mezzy, and he steals it away!
Brutal! Absolutely brutal. Hidden in the mist. And Mezzy, they don't clear him. They walk right by. After all of xantares' entry work, they try and finish the job, but Mezzy gets it started. He was born on Overpass, and he will die there with a smile on his face. What a recovery. And that just pumps you up even more to be on the edge of losing that round if you're Fnatic, and then Mezzy just absolutely brutalizes Eternal Fire, and these desperate force buys, 3 in a row with low economy. This is what it culminates with.
It's all down to this. Roy in the connector, first man to fall. Opener for Calyx. niko is really on an island over here in mid. You know, at bare minimum, it should facilitate keeping 3 players down on B. And I think Fnatic are going to look to move into that formation now, but it doesn't really make sense for them to do that, right? Yeah, they're doing this boost over in CT, so Mezzy has moved up to go and assist this A side of the map.
I like how Eternal Fire jumping the gun here, right? Like, as I said earlier in that 3-on-3, the rounds where they do cool off and they go searching a little bit, and they throw some nades, try and get some info. Those have been the better rounds. Sure, when xantares can triple entry, that's great, but there's never a guarantee. Fnatic were playing retake. They've now gone back to double monster, but they could be caught peeking through. There's no smoke. They didn't even get punished. And Eternal Fire, 1 player gets spotted. They rotate everyone around the map. A conga line up towards the A site. niko alone here right now. If he dies with nothing, they might have to save, but he fights fast.
niko mollied out, burning alive. Oh, he just barely lives to tell the tale. Nade goes in, little shallow plant here for Eternal Fire. They're doing all they can to claw this one back into OT, and xantares, if there's one thing he's not been shy to do, it's step up when they really need him. Eternal Fire poised for a 14th, one away from taking us to overtime. This is a game set to go the distance, the full 30 rounds needed. And maybe some more waiting in the wings.
Maybe indeed, Harry, because we don't have a lot of money here for Fnatic, and it may get worse before it gets better. xFloud may as well see what's in store at this B site, and this could be the... Emo just takes it, and they should have seen Fasher. They just ran right by him. They're going to clear him anyway. They've got time to do so, and he's dead as well. That is high-impact exit work for Eternal Fire, finding all those kills right at the end. Fnatic have nothing, and just as Eternal Fire have been
super heavy in mid, that did leave them vulnerable to an early B play, but Eternal Fire didn't want to commit fast B because they're only up against pistols. What if you run into a stack? Unfortunately for Eternal Fire, Fnatic got the info that there was no one mid. They were there with 4 guys. So not only have you missed this window of opportunity to hit an essentially undefended B site, but now as you commit to it, you're going into a full stack. There's still a world in which this could get weird, and it really does hinge on this guy on our screens right now. Yeah. xantares has been the point man, he's been the difference maker, and now more than ever, he's got to stand tall and deliver. The fights come to them. Pushing the monster smoke is wishful thinking. Fnatic churned up, and niko does 1v5 with a scout. This never happens. This will never happen. He's mollied into a corner, locked out of it. Eternal Fire take us to a
map pick. They are on the favored side, but this one's anyone's game right now. Emo, no AWP, just runs and guns, and niko does flicks in time for 2. Dances with the devil, and barely gets out singed. 5 on 3. And even more aggression where that came from Fnatic. Oh my god, xantares, don't do it again. Don't you dare. Crims will deny. And that's fine. That's a worthy trade out for Fnatic. They've still got so much util to stall out and execute. And we haven't even talked about Connector yet. There's Roy, traded after 1, but this round is feeling done.
Yeah, xFloud's got the bomb at least, and a whole minute to play with, so plenty of time to kind of, make us interested in this 1v3 attempt. As you go back towards this A site, you run the risk of being in niko firing line with this AWP. He's just jump spotting both long and, oh my god, he's missed every timing.
Yeah.
He's missed, there we go, now he gets it, now he gets the timing. niko knows, rotates start to move in, but xFloud will be onto the plant at least. That's something. That's the first hurdle in this 1v3 attempt.
Smoke down, he's going to take space. Doesn't want to play for the flank. And they will see that as he walks into the scope. It's niko with 3 kills, the 2 openers and the closer to get Fnatic on the board here. B has been the way in for Eternal Fire, and it almost feels inevitable that that's where we'll see them end up in these next rounds. He might know exactly where this one's going, and look at the rotations as a result. niko, oh, he missed. They didn't see him, I don't think. xantares, he's going to find out the hard way. A bit of a damage trade. Flash is on the ledge, though. xantares will clear it just about as the flash saves his life. The captain puts him in position to win this round, but there's more to do.
Yeah, they don't know about the second man over in Connector, right? They've never seen Roy here. They haven't had to worry about it yet, so he will catch xantares off guard. Flash through monster into Crims, into the pain as Crims lights them up. Major left in this one all alone, and not long for this world. Fnatic with a second in OT.
And this is the danger of the lack of defaulting that Eternal Fire do. You don't see 3-1. Will not quit. Roy with Emo's back turned right now, and maybe another man. Major will save his friends again. Back-to-back rounds, Major's done that. niko misses his response. He's got to let it go. 4 on 5 back to the site. as the bell tolls. Pro League Road getting shorter every second. Fnatic gamble wrong. They've got to retake. It's the final round.
Yeah, for Eternal Fire move in now, it is just FaZe as a sole defender. Crims and Mezzy are both, oh my god, they're flashing through. Mezzy, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm glad he didn't commit to that because I thought that was ballsy. Crims holds the line and FaZe lends a helping hand. That heaven smoke fades and Calyx is caught out on an island. xantares tagged up earlier in the round. Wounded. As he tries to cover this bomb plant. It will come through, but he's knocked out. And there's the close for Mezzy. A flawless half in OT for Fnatic.
Yeah, they've come to play here. I got to say, I love the balls on Mezzy's calling in this CT side overtime. It's been so suppressive. They have been all over the map. They've been pushing through con off spawn. Roy took Playground instantly that round. And yeah, he dies, but it's just the vibe that Fnatic are in right now. In a rifle round where Fnatic went A, it's this AAA setup. They're pulling it up right now. Here it is. This is the bread and butter. This is what they were doing all half, and to no result really. But if Fnatic walk into this one, it's all Eternal Fire will have dreamed of. Jump spots in two fronts and AWP in front. But Fnatic will again avoid it.
Yeah, you know, I think Roy's specialty is being able to just get left to his own devices and still find ways to create space just to cause problems, right, over on this upper side of the map. Left in the bathrooms, xFloud's playing close to this smoke, has to back away. They will have a flash that comes through with this. As he turns, wrestles with the M4, it's going to be on Calyx, and Crims deletes him. 3 kills away from locking in their map are Fnatic, and nykytilan has just put them one step closer.
Unbelievable resilience for Eternal Fire to hold on, but Fnatic will squeeze them in their palm. Their series to win now. Just Demore and xantares, a heroic game out of xantares, but it might be all for nothing. They will peak together.